Good afternoon. Welcome to part two, part two of our fellowship. And this is, you won't believe what happened in West Texas. So we're going to go to a deliverance conference for a week out in West Texas. And I didn't want to go, and then I thought I needed to go, okay, because God set it up, and He basically said, if you want to get rid of the aches and pains that you're having, you're going to go. Okay, so He made it so I didn't have a choice. Okay, if you wake up in pain every single day and go to sleep in pain every single night, you will go wherever God asks you to go. So anyway, I wanted to make it a really good time. Okay, they have a couple of chintzy hotels there. All right, hotels were really expensive. I mean, with my membership and AAA, I think it was the best I could do was a Best Western for 146 a room a night. Okay? 20 miles away, you could go to Copper's Cove for $65. But I didn't want to drive 20 miles back and forth all the time. Okay? We're 10 hours a day in class. Okay? So I thought AirBNB. Okay? So I found an AirBNB that was right around the same price as the hotel. Bed and breakfast, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you rent a house. Okay, you rent a house. There's nobody there. Okay, there's nobody cooking breakfast for you. So, yeah, if you want breakfast, you go to the country inn. Wow, it's great breakfast. Okay, and so we rented this place, and it's got pictures. Says, oh, they got a beautiful pool. Okay, I mean. Okay, somebody was going to go with us. Okay, it was 2 bedrooms. Somebody was going to go with us, but then they backed out at the last minute. So we have 2 bedrooms, and we couldn't think anybody had asked. And Richard couldn't come because he had to watch the dogs. So I couldn't even tell him about it. I couldn't risk it. Yeah, really. I needed somebody to watch the dogs while we were gone. And Lord, thank you for Richard. Bless him for watching the dogs. Okay. Yeah. We're keeping that door open, just a crack, just a crack. Yeah. Anyway, so we rented this little house, a farmhouse. It's listed as a farmhouse, okay, off the beaten path, and it was about 2 miles from town, but and it looked like a lot of fun. Well, when we got there, we found out that there's no pool. The pool's there, but they're in such water restrictions that the pool's not open because they can't fill the pool up. Okay? There's no water in the pool, or there's very little. He had it covered, you couldn't tell. Okay? And so anyway, it was a nice little place, 2 bedrooms, a living room, no TV. That was a major red flag that I missed in looking that up. Okay? I had to live a week with no TV. It was brutal. It was brutal. So it would seem. Okay? No TV. Okay? So anyway, we got settled in, and I went to bed. I was achy, and I said, look, why don't you sleep in that bed? I'm going to sleep in the other bed, because if I roll over, I need a lot of space so I can get off this shoulder. Okay? And they were little beds, yeah. And not like our king at home. Okay? It's gigantic. And so anyway, I'm in the 1 bedroom and she's in the other, and I was asleep, and I go to sleep in like a minute, all right, or less. Yeah, I go to sleep really fast. And during the night, probably an hour and a half later, I have a dream, and in the dream, I'm in bed with Rhonda, okay, and I look on the other side of her in the dream. And there's a spirit over there looking at her. So I reach over to grab her and pull her closer to me, and something from my side of the bed jumps on me. Okay? I get attacked. Okay? And it's hard to explain what the attack was. It was like chaos. Okay? It's like that something is attacking you, but you can't, there's nothing specific. It's like mass confusion. You can't tell if you're upside down or right side up. That's the only way to express it. It was just absolutely crazy. And I went to cry out to the Lord, and I couldn't speak. And I said, Lord Jesus, I need your strength now. And when I said now, I was clearly awake and like this, and everything was gone. Okay? And it was like, okay, that was totally weird. Okay? But let me tell you, it fled at the name of Jesus. Big time. All right? And it couldn't stop me from saying it. It couldn't stop me. Whatever it was, okay? Now, I've seen spirits before, but I've never had anything attack me. All right? And so I prayed over the property. Okay, we're here legally. We have legal right to this house right now for the next few days. I cast out all the spirits. I broke the curses over the land, blah, blah, blah. I prayed everything I knew. Okay, we're talking 20 minutes of solid prayer. All right? They're gone. I'm done. I'm going back to sleep. Okay? So I go back to sleep. An hour later, I wake up, and there is a shadow. A shadow. It wasn't a shadow. It was yellow. There's a yellow figure coming up the side of the bed. And I spun around sideways, and I kicked it and said, "Get away from me, woman." Okay? I don't know how I knew it was a woman, but I said, "Get away from me." Okay? And when I kicked it, it disappeared. Okay? Huh? Well, I just want to make sure she could hear me. Okay? Hey, now I'm freaked out. Okay? It's like, okay, so I was there. I'm not going back to sleep. Forget it. I'm not going through that again. God only knows what's next. Okay? And I mean, I prayed everything I could think of. So I go over and I stand in Rhonda's doorway, okay? Now, I don't want to wake her up, but she wakes up, and she says, "What are you doing?" I said, "Can I come in and sleep with you?" And she said, "Why?" I said, "Because there's bad things over there." And so I told her the whole story of what's happening and everything, and she said, "Yeah, sure, okay." And so I remember the story. And I don't know, it's got to be like 4:30, okay? I mean, I've hardly had any sleep at all. We had a long day, and I just want to sleep, but now I'm so freaked out, I close my eyes and they fly back open, okay? Because I'm waiting for them to come in the door, all right? Well, I left the light on in the bathroom with the door cracked, so if you wake up, you can get to the bathroom without falling. Yeah, you can see. Okay? So then we had the bedroom door halfway open, and you can see the light from the bathroom. Okay? You can watch shadows walking through the light. The whole living room was full of them. Okay? I never seen anything like it in my whole life. It was like, I said, "Rhonda, do you see that?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "They're just camping out in the living room." You know what I mean? And so we prayed over the whole house again. Okay? And so I laid down on the pillow. Okay? I'm just trying to calm down a little bit, get a couple hours sleep. We got to get up at 8 o'clock. And so I laid down, and on the wall across from me, 8 feet away, there's a 6x6 area, lights up in color. Okay? I'm watching a slideshow, and I see Indians. I see the face of an Indian, and a different Indian, and another Indian, and then a couple Indians. And then I see the countryside, and then I see a picture with countryside with trees. In other words, the land. Okay? So this slideshow runs, I probably saw a dozen pictures. I mean, it was one of those where you go, am I really seeing this? I'm wide awake, and the wall lit up, and I got a slideshow going on. Okay? I don't understand how any of this can work. So I figure, oh, I know what's wrong with this place. They probably stole the land from the Indians, and the Indians cursed the land, and the curse has never been broken. Okay? Surely that must be it. Okay? So we repented for the land, for the owner. We repented for everybody we could think of, okay? And after that, things quieted down in the house. They did not, they never came in that room, okay? Don't start. You can be out of here as quick as you got in. Yeah, don't you turn on me now. Okay, so anyway, things quieted down after that, and I thought, well, that must be it, okay? And I think around 5 o'clock we fell asleep, got 3 hours sleep, okay? And this is one of those where if you wake up, you're not going back to sleep, okay? All right, so that was the first night, okay? So we're getting to that. And so on night number 2, okay, I just went in and slept with Rhonda. I'm not even going to that other room. In fact, what we did was we came home during the day. We were so tired we weren't going to make it through a 10-hour day there. Okay, well, one of those mornings we came home at 10 o'clock. We slept till 2, got up and went back and finished the day out and didn't miss anything hardly. Okay, but on day 2. I'm sleeping in Rhonda's room. Things are going good. Okay, I think we went to sleep around 11, and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the little boy's room, and I can see there's no shadows out there in the light. Okay, looks like the coast is clear. Okay, so I go walking across the living room on my way to the bathroom, and an old woman's voice behind me says, "Get." And I turned around and was like shocked. You know, like, what do you mean get? Okay? And what I heard in my head was get out. Get out. Okay? She was saying, get off my land. Okay? So I don't know if I'm dealing with a demon, a familiar spirit, or maybe the spirit of a woman that was beaten to death. I don't know. You know what I mean? I've never run across this before. I've seen spirits and stuff where you cast them out, they just go. Okay? We're professionals at cleaning out hotel rooms. I mean, we're good. Okay? and so, I mean, I was just like, did I really hear that? And it was right out loud. It was not in my head. I heard it. Okay? And she's standing right, you can tell when you're being talked to from behind. It was right behind me. And it's like, this place is crazy. Okay? So I was a little jittery. It took me a while to fall back to sleep. I think I lay there for about 2 hours before I finally fell back to sleep again, got 3 hours sleep. And let's see, that was Wednesday. Thursday, yeah, I can't remember it all. It's kind of blurry, and it was, I didn't want to remember. Yeah, well, Thursday night we didn't see or hear anything, but I was so freaked out that I couldn't sleep. I'm not sleeping here, okay? So at 5 o'clock in the morning, I was on my laptop booking a hotel room for the next night. Yeah, we left a day early, okay? I was not staying there another night. That's it. I can't sleep here. I'm so jittery, all right? Because things happened that I didn't understand. I didn't either. We actually talked to another minister later that day, and he said the problem was you had to go to the owner and ask him for permission to pray over the property because it was his property. That's why. We had authority for the house, but this went beyond the house. Okay, this was connected to the land, and we didn't have authority over the land, and that's why we couldn't get it out. Okay? But on Thursday, we didn't have anything at all after we repented for the Indians and stuff. Okay? There was just that old lady behind me. All right? I never slept in that other room again, ever. Okay? And we were actually, the next day was our last day there, and then we were going to over to visit Kyle and go to church with him the next day. So I booked a hotel like right across from the church, okay? Yes. Yeah, north. Yeah. Yeah. It was. Yes, play Christian music in the house. No, they don't like that. Yeah. Well, the thing is, there was something wrong with the property, and you needed to repent for the land. Yes, I know, but you don't know this. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, in the kitchen, they have a guest book where you're supposed to write down all of your. We had a great time, we love it, everything, and it looked wonderful. Okay, all the pages were torn out. There was nothing written in the book at all. So when we were loading up the car, the owner came out. Okay, and he drove over and said, "Hey, I just wanted to say hi." And I said, "Well, we're out of here." I said, "We've had enough of your creepy house." Okay? And I told him a little bit. He said, "Wow, that's amazing. That's all new to me." Okay? They were lying through their teeth, him and the real estate people that booked it. Okay? She asked me for a good review and never asked twice. We gave them no review. Okay? And, but that was really a trip. But, yeah, that was really a trip. What an adventure. So, we went to a hotel. I booked an Econo Lodge, okay, because it was right where we wanted to go. It was cheapo, super cheapo, okay. It said on the internet, basic room, okay. They were not joking. There are no bedside lamps, okay. They had a couple of light bulbs in the ceiling. That's it. But the air worked, the bed was good, and the place was quiet, okay. There was nothing in there. We slept for 10 hours straight, both of us. Okay, we got there at 10:30. We slept till 8:30 in the morning, solid. Okay, we were exhausted. I mean, yeah, really. Yeah, fortunately, I had just woke up when I looked at my phone and I said, good, it's my wake-up call. Yes. Yes. Nobody's going to know to do that. And so, anyway, we got to visit with Kyle. We had a great time, and y'all know Jeannie. We had dinner with Jeannie, so it was a lot of fun. So they're doing terrific. Yeah, they both have a job. Yes. Yeah, a nice house. Yes, things went well. Yeah, and if you ever go to Austin, you want to stay at the Aiden, AIDEN. It's a Best Western Plus, but it's like the Plaza. And on the internet, I think I got it for $86 a night on the internet. If you go there, I think it's like 130 and up. But I got it for 86. That's the nicest hotel. Because they know you're not going to go anywhere else. Yeah, but if you go on the internet, so you have choices. Okay? And it was great. I mean, the people couldn't have been more helpful. They did everything but unload the truck for us, And so anyway, it was nice, and the bed was just, we're talking A+. Pillow top, cushy. It was nice. It was really, really nice. I mean, anyway. That's one of those you go to and say, okay, I'll remember this place. If I ever come out here, this is where I'm staying. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed our story. God bless you. Have a good day. And you'll be gone in a second.